Hello and welcome to one and all for the webinar series dedicated to the discussions about mountaineering after lockdown, hosted by Akhil Maharashtra Giryarohan Mahasangh. Today we will be listening to a mountaineer who is also known as the living atlas of Himalayas, Mr. Harish Kapadia. He has made a unique contribution to our knowledge of the Himalaya as editor of Himalayan Journal, one of the most authoritative and comprehensive record of exploratory activity in the Himalaya through his numerous books and as a leader and organizer of countless expeditions over last 50 years. He has personally climbed more than 30 Himalayan peaks. Many of them were first ascents. Moreover, he has crossed more than 150 Himalayan passes to explore different valleys. His explorations include most areas of the Himalaya and especially Arunachal Pradesh. He has received many awards, including the Royal Patrons Medal by the Royal Geographical Society. He was the first Indian to receive this highest adventure award of the world after 125 years. The President of India honored him with the prestigious Tenzing Norgay National Adventure Award in 2003 for his lifetime achievements, and he also received the prestigious King Albert I Mountain Award in Switzerland and Pilots d'Or Asia in 2017, which is considered as the Oscar Award of Mountaineering. He is honorary member of many international organizations and editor emeritus of the Himalayan Club. Let's listen to this living atlas of Himalayas, Mr. Harish Kapadia.
I am Harish Kapadia speaking from Mumbai. As we all know that mountaineering and trekking not only in Sahyadris but in the Himalaya and different ranges was growing and went in full swing until last year. Many high peaks were climbed, many unknown peaks were visited, and thousands of trekkers were going into the hills. All this suddenly stopped because of the onslaught of coronavirus. And last 3-4 months, every mountaineer trekker spent at home, maybe dreaming of mountains, but unable to visit actually. But as the time is the cure and time will go on, this state of affairs will not go on forever. I am sure corona will fly away and we will be back to the mountains and trekkers. But which way we'll go, that is the subject of questions. First of all, however this virus has been devastating effect in our surroundings, in a way it has not reached the high Himalaya hills. There are very few cases that also people who have gone from here have reported. Otherwise, local villagers are all very safe. I am in contact with them, talking to few of my friends who live in high altitude villages, and they said there is nothing wrong here and we are confined to our villages, that's all. Otherwise, there is nobody sick. And very wisely, they were advised not to go from their village to another village, and whoever came from the plains were quarantined in their school and they had to stay 14 days away from the villages. These village communities, they know how wise it is and how to protect themselves, let it be virus, floods, earthquakes or anything. With this in mind, it will be almost safe to go to mountains for a trek as long as you take some precautions not to even infect our villagers. But mainly, if the travel from say Mumbai or Pune to hills is safe, possible and allowed by the government of India. The high hills and mountains always have a curative properties. For ages, except for cold and other ailments, people have been really feeling very healthy after going back to the mountains. In related to virus, I know one person who had a breathing trouble, and when you blow into that little bubble in Bombay to check, it was coming very low. But when she was with me in Arunachal Pradesh and we stayed in camps and lot of hard trekking, and she came and blew that bubble, it went absolutely to the top. And doctors were very happy and very surprised even. But then, because this is my wife Geeta, who had trekked before also and here, because of his working hard in mountains and in the forest of Arunachal Pradesh, it was the best cure one could have. And this is the one kind of an example which one can take for any visit to Himalaya. Because in Himalaya you are kind of in an oxygen chamber. You're breathing fresh, you're breathing full of oxygen at low altitudes, and you are always free of tension and worry about any viruses. This is something which we should remember if we try to start going again, and should not hesitate to visit the mountains. I am sure at a lower scale the same will apply to Sahyadris, our beloved range next to our home. There are other changes that have also come in the mountains. A lot of migrants have gone back from here, even to Kumaon, Garhwal, Himachal and everywhere. In fact, there was a saying in Garhwal that पहाड़ का पानी और पहाड़ की जवानी कभी पहाड़ को काम नहीं आती. The water always flows down from and it helps the people of the plains. Similarly, the youth, Jawan of mountains, always go down to work, and they are not helpful to the villages. Now, this young and skilled worker, in a way, have gone back to their mountains and gone back to their hills. How long, one does not know. But if they are well guided and maybe opportunities are created for them, that could even change the face of the Himalaya and the villages. Maybe some organizations you are involved in helping people out there must consider this, that these villagers and the educated people who have gone back could be helped to overall look after their villages, its education, maybe in cleanliness or variety of aspects which a villager would need. The only thing that has happened is that animals have increased because of this. We may feel very nice, but then villagers feel little threatened, and sometimes the crops are destroyed by these animals. Just to give you an example, as we know, these animals have the sixth sense. So lower down in Kumaon, there were many monkeys who feared this virus. They could sense it before it even arrived. So lots of monkeys migrated little up, just about 3,000-4,000 feet up. And that, near the villages, they started eating all the crops and forest, and that created lots of destruction. Such events are worth studying and maybe helping them about. So variety of changes and new aspects are happening in the mountains, and I am sure our returning to mountains, if not soon, at least later, would help, but of course with care and a new mind toward these Himalayan mountains. I have no doubts that trekking and mountaineering, even high altitude climbing, will start maybe in 6 months, or at least next season, next summer season. We may lose one season, but it will certainly start again. And as they say, you can lose a battle, but not the war. And I am sure war against corona would be won, and mountaineers would certainly go back. They should feel confident. Thank you.